Alright guys, ZFR back here again today, and that's right, we are talking about The Walking Dead once again. Gosh, it has been a while since we talked about this show, but man, like, I really gotta get back on it, guys. I know I missed, like, the past 3 episodes, and to be honest, like, not all that much went on in them except for last week's. There was some stuff that went down in that, and there was some stuff with the Morgan episode that was pretty good, but other than that, we haven't really been sticking to the main story, so I haven't worried myself too bad with it. But don't forget, I'm not going to be doing like full reviews of these episodes anymore unless I feel like an episode absolutely needs a review, like because it was either extremely good or extremely bad. But otherwise, I'm not going to be doing full reviews of these. But anyway, getting into this prediction for this tonight's episode, actually, which is going to be 715. Pretty much in this episode, we're going to see the group finally make the trip back over to Oceanside, and we're going to see what happens there. Like, obviously they need those guns. They also could really use the Oceansiders' help, but is this going to go well? Tara promised she wouldn't tell anybody. She totally did. She did lie. She told everybody. Now they're all here with guns of their own. There's probably going to definitely be a little bit of a fight because as we know, the Oceansiders suit to kill. So that's something to worry about. I'm kind of worried we might get a death in this episode, to be honest with you. It could happen. I did notice that what's his name? Not Aaron, but Eric. Aaron's boyfriend is also there. So, and just a little bit of a spoiler alert, he does die during the war in the comics, but I don't know if that's going to happen on the show the same way. I don't really think they will do that. They might be giving him a little more screen time, preparing us for that later next season. Who knows? But I don't know. Hopefully they don't do it this early, but who knows? But don't worry, in case you're worried about spoilers, I don't drop them like that. It's like Eric, like right now, we don't really care about him. Like, at least I don't. So, like, I mean, he hasn't had enough screen time for us too. So, but anyway, like, back to the main topic, like, the Oceansiders are going to shoot on sight like they did in that one episode. Like, most likely, who knows, maybe Rick is really good at talking to people. Maybe, just maybe, Rick can do something to convince these people, to help them, just to give them a hand. He has to sweet talk his way out of this. Otherwise, the only other option is kill all of them or kill most of them. Like, there's no way around that. And I'm really interested to see how this is going to go down, because it can't go down very smoothly, that's for sure. There's an explosion in the trailer near the Oceanside camp, so I'm guessing this isn't going to go down smoothly. Like, we're definitely going to see something happen, and I'm kind of worried we might get a major character death this episode. Moving on to the next thing, Sasha. Negan has Sasha. Like, he definitely does have her. There was some promo images that were released. She's not dead yet, that's for sure. I'm going to go ahead and say it, because I feel like that's not a big spoiler. We're going to see her in this episode, and he has her captured. I'm going to be honest, telling you guys right now, my prediction, Sasha is probably going to die. With maybe not this season. We're probably not going to see her death this season, or that could be what they do in the last episode in the finale to really kick off. Oh my god, they could do, I just realized, like, they could do the same thing they did in the comics with Holly, but they can bring Sasha back to Alexandria after everyone's already back there, and all that stuff could happen again. If you haven't read the comics, don't worry. Don't worry, like, I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm not going to go ahead and just give it away what happens. But they can do that whole thing that happens in the comics, and that can be the very first kickoff to the war, and that could be how they end the season. I think that would be a really awesome note to end the season on. You kind of give everybody a little taste of all the action that's going to be coming to the show next season, and you get everybody pumped up. You have these awesome, all these different awesome scenes you can stuff in that one episode. And on top of that, like all this awesomeness is going to happen. They also have a little opportunity. People are going to hate me for saying this, but hey, I'm just saying it's a good business idea. They also have that awesome little cliffhanger they can throw in there at the end. In the comics, it's stuff that happens with Andrea, so they're probably going to do it with Michonne this time around. Even though, you know, I mean, it's going to be obvious what happened. It's not going to be a really bad cliffhanger like it was last year. Like, this time, you're going to know what happened. Like, you're going to know what happened. Like, but it's just going to be, you know, a nice little way to end it with all this suspense building and stuff, and finally everything boiling over the top. I think that would be a brilliant season finale. But who knows if they... It all depends on if they speed it up that much within these next 2 episodes. They'll have to be completely done with this Oceanside stuff and back to Alexandria by next episode, if that's the case. But they're probably going to do a 90-minute finale, so they definitely could pull that off. Also, oh my god, and the kingdom is ready to go. Oh my god, they can so do that. I'm sorry, guys. Go read the comics if you want to know why I'm so excited. That junk is going to be so awesome if they decide to do that next week. But anyway, moving on. Anyway, I want to talk about Gregory and Maggie. Now, I know a lot of people are probably already freak out. Holy crap, Gregory has a knife. Is he going to try to stab Maggie? And my answer is, I definitely think he's considering it. I definitely think he's considering killing Maggie. Like, because she is a extreme threat to his leadership. She's already kind of taking over, to be honest. But one thing I do have to say, I hope they don't do this. Not yet. And this is kind of this is a really tiny, well, no, I wouldn't even call this a spoiler, so don't even worry about this if you are worried. But in the comics, like, Gregory actually does try to kill Maggie, but it doesn't happen until, like, way after the war. Like, this would be like, I don't know, late season 9, going maybe beginning of season 10, somewhere in there, if this was the show. It doesn't happen until then. So they're doing this really early. If this is where they're going, they're doing this extremely early, and Maggie reacts in a certain way in the comics that was a pretty big deal, and a pretty awesome scene for her to show her leadership. And I'm not going to go into how he tried to kill her in the comic. I'll tell you, it definitely wasn't with a knife in the comics. It was something a little more Gregory style, something a little more scumbaggy. I feel like him just trying to stab her point blank with a knife like that, that's going to be stupid. I feel like Gregory may not be a survivor or whatever, but he's a little bit smarter than that. So hopefully they kind of do what they did in the comics, or do something similar to that. But or maybe they can do it twice. Maybe he tries to kill her once and then once again later on. So we'll have to really see how that goes. But I'm super excited to get more of that. But yeah, like, pretty much we have all this stuff going on, and I just can't wait for this season finale. I really hope they end it like how I think they're going to. I forgot the name of the issue. I would give you guys the issue name so you could just look it up and see what happens for yourself at this point in the story. It's really awesome. Like, if they do that for this season finale, like, bro, I'm about to be so hyped. I'm about to be on that hype train for next season of The Walking Dead. I promise you. Like, but anyway, like, before I go off, just throw in a quick couple of updates for you guys. I am going to be kind of uploading a few videos tonight, going over what happened the past few episodes, such as Eugene's supposed betrayal. I'm going to talk about that a lot. And I'm also going to talk about Morgan also, since that was a big thing that happened and everything. And I'm even thinking about talking about the junksters or hipsters, whatever we're calling them. But they're probably going to be in a day or two. So not tonight for them, but you know, I'm gonna be doing all that tonight, plus the actual review for the episode and everything. And you know, Into the Badlands is back, so I don't know, the review might come out kind of late if I do it, or it might be out by tomorrow and stuff. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave likes and comments down below. Tell me what you guys think is going to happen tonight, and I will see you guys on the next one. ZFR out, guys.